So I wanted to do a follow-up to the last video. I felt like it was a bit rambly. Um, but with splitting, I wanted to acknowledge 3 questions. Um, how I split, why I split, and when I split. So I wanted to make a follow-up on the splitting video, but I seem to be having a lot of doubts about it. I don't know why this is happening. How professional is this? Can it really be? I mean, the thing is, I'm fine when I talk to myself in my own room privately, but then when I go on camera, it's like, it's not even about the other people. It's about, I want to give something good to you. And if I can't think straight, it's going to be a problem. This is why it's taken me so long to actually put vlogs on here, because I don't want to be so tangled up, you know? But let's get back to the topic, in my own words, by my own experiences. I think a funny thing about recognizing that you have a personality disorder is that you start to be deeply self-aware of everything you do and the way things play out, self-conscious about how things play out in your mind and how you go about things, and can help you as far as combating those habits, such as splitting, such as self-hatred, or such as lability. But the fact that you recognize that these will happen also makes you exhibit them somewhat more often than you would exhibit them. I mean, it can go either way, really, and to an extent that defines your soul. I mean, BPD is a scenario where you tend to be very manipulative, you tend to be very grandiose, you tend to be very labile, as in having moodiness, having varying intensity and polarity of emotions. You tend to split. You tend to idealize and devalue people and yourself. And yeah, it's a mess of insecurity, moodiness, defense mechanisms built around usually some sort of childhood trauma or some sort of anxiety that is cropped up in your life. It's a fine mess, though, of course. And it has strong genetic linkage, so if you have it, you're probably not alone in that in your family. And if you act on those impulses, those flaws, those habits of the personality disorder, if you actively seek that activity, that slowly becomes who you are, you know? So if you become the manipulator because you are attuned to manipulation, then you're going to become somewhat responsible and beholden to that. And yeah, when I split, I tend to become most insecure. I tend to become deeply uncertain and doubtful of my capacities. I tend to also harbor resentment about myself, about my life, about other people, about people who might be discluding me, about people who might think of me in a humorous way rather than a serious way. You know, it's a mess. And I guess it gets to a point where you start to doubt whether you even know what your opinions are on people, on yourself. It just seems to shuffle back and forth. Even with my political views, I've seen this happen a lot, where I split and I find it hard to see the other side when seeing one side. And then I'm like, okay, both sides are right, which often isn't true either, because one side tends to be right more so than the other, and vice versa. I honestly don't have much to say about this topic right now. I'm not even sure if I'm qualified to discuss it very much. So I will probably just withdraw from this video for now and maybe come back to the topic. Thanks for watching. And no, I don't know what's behind it all for me. That's what I'm trying to figure out.